Shalom Yisrael. Before I begin, I want to start off by giving all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto thee, land. Today's lesson is going to be on Slaki. Today's lesson is going to be on the moon. So I already did a lesson on the sun and the benefits of the sun. But just like the sun, the moon has benefits too. Just like the sun, I got another article from the moon. It's entitled, How Does the Moon Affect Life on Earth? And it says, From weeping trees to stronger teeth and Kevlar, Senior Curator Dr. Tom White sheds some light on a few of the fascinating unnoticed ways the moon shaped the course of life on Earth. The moon has been up there as long as evolution has been taking place, and lunar rhythms are embedded in life cycles of many organisms, Tom says. The challenge is working out when the moon truly is a factor and what it is merely myth and legend. The moon affects life on Earth in three main ways. According to Tom, there are three main ways in which the moon impacts life. In which the moon impacts on life. Time, tides, and light. For many animals, particularly birds, the moon is essential to migrating and navigation. Others will time their reproduction to coincide with the specific phases of the moon cycle. There are also a whole world of fascinating adaptations related to tides and the unique properties of moonlight. On the lunar clock, it's possible you've heard of circadian rhythms. They refer to day and night cycles driven by Earth orbiting the Sun. Human circadian rhythms are easily thrown down off by jet lag or change of the blocks. But there are also similar rhythms which are tied to lunar cycles. Circadian rhythms are very difficult to discern, but they have effects on different types of organisms. Says Tom, some animals will respond to both a circadian rhythm and a lunar clock. Alright. And something, it goes on. This is a pretty lengthy article. There's a one right here. Get with tides. Tides are perhaps the most observable effect of the moon and Earth, and one of the most and one that people will recognize most. We have some of the most extreme tidal ranges right here in the UK, says Tom. The animals that live in coastal habitats with high tidal ranges have adapted to some of the most variable and extreme places on Earth. For instance, the life of a limpet is quite a difficult one, Tom expands. 1 minute you're above water exposed to shoreline predators, wind and heat. The next you're being buffed by waves and entirely submerged. It's taken some remarkable adaptations from limbs. And it's pretty much just goes, on about the tides. Moved by moonlight, fluctuating light levels reflected by the moon also have a startling impact on life on Earth. Not only has low lighting led to a number of interesting abductor adaptations, but some organisms rely directly on moonlight to navigate and proceed. So, it's a pretty lengthy article. I'm not going to read all of it, but some things that the article does not talk about is how the moon, moon was used by our forefathers to guide them through places and guide them through things. All right. So you know, the moon is used as a compass. You know, the stars and the moon, because the moon um sets on the east, just like yeah, the moon rises from the east and goes down, and then up and then down. All right. So when the sun goes down on the east, the moon comes up from the west. You know, so it's like it's a cycle. You know, east and west, and you know, our forefathers were smart enough to use the moon as navigation, where to go. You know, not only that, the moon is also used as signs. You know, the Lord uses the moons for signs. This is Acts 2 and 20. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great day, a notable day of the Lord come. So you know, the Lord is going to use the moon as a sign for His day when that day comes. You know, Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations and perplexity, the sea and the waving and the waves roaring. This is Joel 2 and 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood. Before, oh, I already read this one. Most like, I didn't read this one. Before the great and the terrible day of the Lord, Yahweh Shai come. It's like it just sounded very familiar. It's similar to the other one in Acts. So, it's very, the moon is very important. Not only that, you know, what's one thing we use the moon for? The Shabbat, the Sabbath. You know, we use the moon as a Sabbath. Every new moon, Sabbaths, resets. You know, every new moon is a new month. You know, we don't go by a calendar. In the ancient days, we wouldn't go by a calendar, we would go by the moon. So, the moon serves a very big purpose. You know, the moon serves a very big purpose. Not only does it shine light, and when it's nighttime, it serves a lot more purpose, than that. You know, keeps the waves in check from the ocean. Because without the moon, the waves would be going non-stop everywhere. There would have been tsunamis left and right. We would have been dead by now. But the Lord has everything um, equal. There's a sun day, there's a moon at night. So with that, I want to say shalom.